Up next on Smoking Speed, here with the Kicking Up the Dirt, we got the Hostile driver, Mr. Lepley, coming up.
Joe Hemm there.
And Joe Hemm. How you guys doing today?
Good. We're stepbrothers. We're interviewing as a team today.
There you go.
You're getting along today, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's because he won last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your trucks.
Well, we've been about 9 years, 10 years now pulling. It was our son's truck. He passed away from a motorcycle accident back then. So we kind of took it over and kept running with it.
Yeah.
It used to just be a stock street truck, and now it's up there. Ran the 2.6 class for years with Smoking Speed, full pull, and all the different organizations. It's come a long ways. We're a little bigger, better than that now.
Yeah.
But we had a problem last night. We are now going to pull out tonight because we've got a clutch problem from last night. So.
Oh wow! Well, sorry to hear that.
So we made a good pass last night,
Yep.
and tonight we're just going to struggle, and we'll help Mike get through it.
All right. So, Mike, the Hostile truck, I see it's taking on a different style look this year.
Pretty much every year.
Yeah.
So I think this is the 5th version of the truck, and let's say we're reduced to a GMC body now, but that's what we're running.
Yeah.
But Cummins is still the heart of the matter, so it's all that matters.
So you guys are running in the Superstock class here tonight, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Running big chargers, cut tires, and all that stuff. And then, what has this pulling been for you guys as far as you and everything? How's it been going and everything?
This year?
Yeah, with everything that's been going on.
It's been a tough year.
Yeah.
We've had some time to make some changes, for sure, because we've got such an interval between hooks. And
Too much of an interval between hooks. I mean, it's sad. I mean, we went from every weekend pulling to once a month now, and it's like, wow.
Sure glad to be here. It's been a good event, and we like stopping by.
Yeah. It's always fun to have you guys out here.
Well, and I think I know Sarah from Smoking Speed this is her heartfelt business. I mean, she is out here with her crew, with all of us, to get everything going, and to make sure this works. So, Joe, Wisconsin, Illinois.
We've traveled quite a considerable bit. We went out to Utah to Edge Days. That was 3-4 years ago. Wisconsin with Sarah and that. And Sarah takes extra special care of trying to see what the pullers need when you get there, what to change for the next time. She's a real good listener. She's done that really well. I do appreciate that a whole bunch.
Yeah. That's why I said earlier, it doesn't matter who you pull for, where you're at. Go that extra mile and talk to your promoter or whatever, If they're in it for the right reasons, they're going to fix it for you,
Exactly.
And that's just the bottom line, And I think Smoking Speed does a great job at trying to make sure everyone's on the same page.
And you bring in better pullers, too.
Yeah.
You're right.
Even like Sean Hodges last night was throwing ice horse on the scales. I mean, everybody pitches in, helps each other out. Nobody's pointing fingers and running around screaming. It makes it a real nice time.
So, Mike, you had your run last night. You want to run us through that a little bit?
Straight for a little bit, right for a little bit, back left, right.
Well, I made the comment last night when you did that. I said, they always told me when I was planting corn that you get more corn in a crooked row, But I don't know that that's true of pulling out, and I know it. Boy, what a ride you had going down through there! It's like just like you were sitting there going like this the whole way down the track all night.
We had a steering issue evidently, and thanks to Aiden Hodges, we found a cylinder problem.
Oh wow!
It was loose, and hopefully that takes care of it. A little bit of fluid, going over a couple other things, but hopefully make a straight pass tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, did you find a part of the track that you liked a little bit better last night than one spot? I mean, you guys walk out there with your prod rods checking the track and stuff to see where it's soft and it's hard. And last night, you pretty much did it with the truck. So, I didn't know if you found a certain
Well,
spot you like to run in, or
We might as well at least make it interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a crowd pleaser,
It
right?
is. It is.
One thing I want to touch on, I haven't touched on with anyone yet here in this show, is there comes an off season. So could you guys kind of tell us, what goes on an off season with a pulling vehicle?
What can you make better for next year?
Well, you spend all year looking for your weak spots, what you're going to have to strengthen, if you're going to change, go to a different class, what are the requirements for that class. It can be anything from transmissions to motor parts. It just never ends, though.
So when on that line, when you go home, do you just put it in the barn and leave it there and walk away from it for a while, or do you get right at it then and think this is, or do you write down what you need to do and just go right at it, right off the bat?
I'm good at waiting.
We usually wait about a month, but that's about all I can take usually. And then
You got to get back out into it again.
And this year, especially with parts and stuff, with the COVID.
Oh yeah.
It's twice to 3 times as long to get a part. You can't get them. It's been a real pain.
Sure.
Well, Joe, I hear you got stories from all over the place. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about Atlantic City?
Atlantic City was a blast. Sarah pulled some really good people together. We went down and basically it was a car show and an auction. But the show part, it was amazing that we sat there all weekend and all these people walked through the convention center and they had no idea what a pull truck was. And here we had them all lined up, and you had to have a video player sitting there showing them what these trucks and stuff do. But I mean, it was unimaginable how many people really had no clue.
Oh, it is.
How much attention they drew. It was really a fantastic thing. And Sarah loaded us in and out of the complex. It was magical because when you get 10 trucks, whatever, all get them in there, and they got to tow you in and all this stuff. And when we went to leave, we thought, this is going to be a nightmare. You're right in all the traffic, all this stuff, back streets behind it. She had it set up. We were, from when we left the spot, and they pulled us out to the outside, we were on the trailer and headed down the road in about 15 minutes.
Oh, no kidding.
That's
I mean,
Wow.
And that's the kind of stuff you really appreciate when you're out there.
Sure, and you're in the blind. I mean, you're totally blind going in there. You've never been there before.
You have
and
no
it's
clue.
like me going to the back streets of New York. I have no clue where I'm going. And to have a promoter to do that for you just goes to show you what kind of organization she's running here, her crew.
Absolutely.
It was really something. It was quite the experience.
Yeah.
So, in talking to these people, we see these people every week out here that that follow truck and tractor pulling, and they know this sport inside and out. What is something? I mean, is there a certain question that a lot of these people had no idea what this was about that they would ask you guys, to say, to find out more about your vehicle? I mean, is there one certain thing that stuck out in your head that people kept asking,
Well, like in Atlantic City, a lot of it was just a matter of, why do you do this? And in our case, we build the motors, we do 90% of the work. I mean, the block work and all that stuff is done by Chaos and different people that help us out. But it's to see what you put together and how long you can make a bolt together to do things that these trucks are not designed to do. I mean, these Cummins motors and stuff, the power they're putting out and where they've came in just 9 years I've been in the sport, it's phenomenal where they go. And where it'll end, I have no clue.
Yeah, you talk to a lot of people that have been in this game. You wish these pulling vehicles could talk. The transitions they went through, like you said, the power they're putting out. Everyone's got to start. So did you guys start pulling in the Superstock class like this, or where did you guys get your start?
We both started in T6 class, at least that's where we met.
Yeah.
And T6 map group.
Yeah.
And I sort of progressed because we were forced to, because I was tired of fixing parts because they wouldn't change rules.
Yeah.
With the drive line. and think about going to the 3-inch smoothbore, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely stock classes all the way around. I mean, trucks are really showing up to the brand for the far last year.
The 3-inch classes from Auburn.
Oh,
It's awesome. It is, you know, and like I've said, it really is. You know, it's really starting to grow here so much, and you know, we're kind of, you know, in between for a lot of people, and she's pulling the numbers here. I mean,
we started out with a BB pump on a 5.9 and worked our way up. I mean, we got to 800 horse. We just thought that was phenomenal for a BB. But that was pretty much the end of it. We couldn't go any further, so then you put the B pump on, you get up to 1300. Then you change the heads, injectors, you get up to 15.
Yeah.
And
You're right. It just seems like it's just something little, you know, you keep changing and we keep gaining and we're getting more excited every time.
Yeah. But now it's gotten to the point where the rule changes are always the problem, because they wouldn't give us that big rear end that we could run to save the drive line. We were changing ring and pinions every 3 hooks in order to stay with that Dana 80 rear end.
Yeah.
And then when it did explode, it would take out the front with the drive shaft and the transfer case. It just got to be too much.
Yeah, there's a lot of power that the truck wasn't meant for, like you said. You know, what are your plans for 2020 at the DTC? You know, you guys got big plans for that, or?
I'm thinking about another turbo, but
We're going to go to an open drive line by
Yeah.
next year. We're just once more the way it is this year, without any pulls really going on, no point series that we're running. We're not excited about save the monies up, put it ready, get it ready for next year. Sure.
Yeah, open drive line always sounds like a fun time. So it's been definitely a pleasure to see you guys come out here. I've always enjoyed seeing your truck. I've always enjoyed seeing your truck.
Appreciate it.
The map on the back of your truck, does that mean something, or?
We always ran that truck, and that's our hardest part is that truck kind of has its sentimental value.
Sure.
And with the dual stacks, and that's the way it was painted, that is its truck, and we don't want that to change.
Yeah.
But because of weights and this and that, we did have to get rid of the tailgate, so then we cut the bed out. So now we got that piece of board in the back, and we thought about just putting an American flag on it or something like that, or Thunder Rolls or whatever. And we'd already been out to Utah, went to Wisconsin, all these things, and it's like we were sitting in the shop one night, and they're like, well, why don't we put a map on it with the flag, and then we can go with that.
the states and pull
Start. We got stickers at the shop, and we just, when we go to that state, we stick them on.
Oh, yeah, that is awesome.
And we were going to go 3-0 this year, just so we could go all over the country and make our weight and everything. And then the COVID came in, and now we can't do it. So
There's always next year, right?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
It's not a big deal.
Well, you guys are going out tonight, and you're going to have a good time, I'm sure. It's been a pleasure to have you on our show here, and we're definitely looking forward to it. Hey, fans, come on out, see these guys. They got sweet trucks. They blow a lot of black smoke. That's what we're all about here. So,
guys, thanks again for coming out. Good luck tonight. And you too. We will chat with you later.
All righty.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Hey, thank you for coming out. Pleasure.
Thank you, sir.